Welcome to the Database Management System course offered to third year E&TC, semester 5. This is the vision of the institute to become a leading institute in technical education, fostering innovation, research, ethical values, and sustainable development for betterment of society. Mission of the institute is to impart high-quality technical education through innovative and interactive learning process and high-quality, globally recognized instructional programs, fostering a collaborative scientific temper among students with ethical responsibility towards the society, preparing students from diverse backgrounds to have aptitude for employment, entrepreneurship, and research with spirit of professionalism, to contribute to nation's sustainable development. The vision of the department is to produce competent electronics and telecommunication engineers with commitment to serve the society, and the mission of the department is to deliver innovate, ICT-enabled and interactive learning, fostering excellence in electronics and telecommunication engineering, cultivate scientific inquiry, ethical responsibility, and collaboration to address societal and technological challenges effectively, empower diverse students with skills for employment, entrepreneurship, and research, nurturing professionalism and lifelong learning. So these are the mission and vision of the department. This course database management system is divided in 4 units, and it is having a 4 course outcome, one for each unit. Let's start with unit first, which is basically introduction to database and data models. From this lecture, we are going to start this unit. This unit consists of introduction, characteristic of database, file system versus database system, users of database system, schema and instances, data independence, level of abstraction, DBMS system architecture, and the importance of the data model and type of the data model. So let's begin with the introduction of the DBMS or database management system. So before going in detail with DBMS, let's see basic terminology. So what is the data? So data is the raw building block of any information. The basic definition of data is data are raw, unprocessed fact and figures without the context. They are the basic building blocks of information. So imagine if you are having some numbers, 98, say 98, 75, 86, 90. By themselves, if these numbers are given, these numbers don't mean to each, they don't mean each much, because no context is attached with these numbers. So what is the information? Information is what you get when you organize and process the data. So information makes data more understandable and useful. So we see the definition. Information is data that has been processed, organized, or structured to provide the meaning. So earlier one in a data part, 4 numbers are given. That 4 numbers without context are not don't mean much. But if we label that previous numbers 98, 75, 86, 90 with these numbers are a test score of 4 students. So when I label it as a test score of 4 students, it gets meaning. So it gets meaning that first student A is having a score 98, B student score 75, C student score 86, and D student score 90. So now you know that these numbers represent test scores and making this data more useful. So raw data is normally not useful, but when it is converted into information, it becomes very, very useful one. So now let's see the next term, that is knowledge. What is knowledge? So knowledge goes beyond information. It's about understanding and making the connection. It involves experience and insights. So definition, knowledge is gained by analyzing the information, drawing the conclusion, and applying experience or context. So after looking at the test score, if you notice that B scored lower than the other one. So you may recall that student B was absent in last week, which might explain the reason for his low score. So you decide to offer extra help to B. So this is the knowledge. This knowledge is gained from the experience and insight. So another example, data is like an individual puzzle pieces. Information is like putting all those pieces together to create one picture. And knowledge is having deep understanding of that puzzle itself, how it was put together, and what it represents. So these are the basic terminology related with the data. So let's see what is a database, DBMS and database. So what is a database? A database is a collection of related data. And what is a DBMS? So DBMS is nothing but a database management system. So database management systems are software systems used to store, retrieve and run queries on data which is stored in database. A DBMS serves as an interface between end user and database, allowing user to read, create, update and delete the data in the database. DBMS system manages the data, database engine and database schema, allowing for data to be manipulated or extracted by the user and other programs. This helps to provide data security, data integrity, concurrency and uniform data administration procedures. So database systems are used to manage the collection of data that are highly valuable, relatively large, accessed by multiple users and applications, often at the same time. So a modern database system is a complex software system whose task is to manage large complex collection of the data. So this is regarding the database. A simplified database system environment diagram is shown on the slide. It consists of a user or a programmer as an input, and then the application program or queries, then software to process these queries, and software to access the stored data. Data is stored in stored database. With that stored database definition is also there. So this is the environment or simplified database system environment. So the primary goal of the DBMS is link between the database and the user. So to provide a way to store or retrieve the information that is both convenient and efficient. That is the role of DBMS for user and database. So if we summarize the definition for database, a database is a collection of organized data, whereas database management system is a software system that manages the database. The role of database is store the data in structured manner, whereas the role of DBMS is manages the data, control access and more. Functionality is provide data storage functionality, whereas DBMS offers the various tools for data management. User interaction in database is user directly interact with the database, whereas in DBMS it provide interface to interact. In database, data manipulation is limited one or no data manipulation feature is available, whereas in DBMS it enables the data insertion updates. Data retrieval for database, it is a basic data retrieval capability that database is provided, whereas in DBMS it enables complex query and retrieval. Data integrity in database, data integrity maintained by the design in database system or database, and in DBMS maintains the data integrity and consistency. The example of database is MySQL, Oracle database, MongoDB. These are the example of database, whereas DBMS system, the examples are Microsoft Access, SQLite, PostgreSQL. These are the examples. The advantages of DBMS, it is data independent, efficient data access, data integrity and security, data administration, concurrent access and cache recovery, and reduced application and development time.